Most people with suicidal thoughts never tell anyone. They think that acknowledging them makes them dangerous. But the opposite is quite true. However, there's a distinction to make. Suicidal thoughts aren't a sign that you're getting worse. They are a sign that your brain's coping mechanisms are not working. In this video, we'll look at how suicidal thoughts are valuable information and how to turn them into recovery momentum. We are taught to hide suicidal thoughts, not to process them, not to examine them. Just shove them down and say, I'm fine, and move on. But here's the problem. What we refuse to acknowledge, we also refuse to heal. Shame turns recovery into a guessing game because no professional can help if the real pain is being hidden or edited out of the conversation. But not all suicidal thoughts are the same. There's passive suicidal ideation, like, oh, I don't want to exist anymore. I wish I just never woke up today. Then active. I really want to die, and here are ways I'm thinking of taking my life. Most people live in the silent category, drifting through life, wishing that maybe something does the hard work for them, the hard work of taking their own life. And there are myths that make it worse. That talking about it means you're weak. Talking about it encourages it. If you admit it, you'll be locked away. These beliefs don't protect people. They isolate them. So what are suicidal thoughts really? They're not failures. They're not moral sins. They're not proof that you're broken beyond repair. They are data. A communication system from your brain, an emergency broadcast. Something is intolerable and I don't know how else to escape it. Think of it like physical pain. If you burned your hand, you don't shame yourself for feeling the pain. You treat the burn. Suicidal ideation works similarly. It doesn't want you dead. It wants something in your life to stop hurting. So how can we safely engage with these thoughts? You don't need everyone else to understand. You just need one of these three people. A licensed professional, a crisis-trained support person or line, someone who is trained to manage people in a psychological crisis, or a trusted person who can sit down with discomfort without panicking. The thoughts are usually, take a look at this thought, I want to die. You're not the thought, you're the listener, you're the witness. You have to differentiate yourself from the thought. I know it is easier said than done, but with practice, someone can get there. You can just sit and observe the thought, but you are not the thought. You might ask yourself, but what if the thoughts get stronger when I acknowledge them? They might at first because you've gone from suppressing them to hearing them. But every case study in trauma therapy shows this. Thoughts that are heard calm down. Thoughts that are ignored scream louder. People think that talking about suicidal thoughts is dangerous, but the research says the opposite. Acknowledging suicidal ideation cuts relapse risk by 60%. But why is this? Because when you finally see the full picture, the treatment can be gotten accordingly. Medication is adjusted better, therapy becomes targeted, support systems, they rally correctly. The people who face their darkest thoughts don't become weaker, they become unbreakable. Because once you stood in front of the scary part of your mind, everything else loses power. Suicidal thoughts are not your end of story. Sometimes they are the beginning of a different one. We've just talked about how to safely work with suicidal thoughts. If you know anyone in a crisis, please feel free to share this with them. And if you are in the crisis right now, know that sharing and talking about this is one step on your recovery journey. Thank you so much. Please subscribe.